Alright guys, we're getting the barn ready, and this is the grade we got. It's really deep, so when they built the barn they moved it up a lot higher than what we thought, so we're bringing some material in here. It's nice and cool in here too, huh? It's like it's like 100 in here. These barns get hot with the steel, so yeah, that's a 2x8. We're pouring 5.5 inches of concrete, so we got to put material on the inside and the outside of this barn. Not even sure if a load is gonna do it today. Biscuit's got the whacker, so we're making no money here today, guys, because I didn't bid to do this work. Stay tuned. We're gonna do it because we got to pour this tomorrow. Alright guys, we put 6 yards in there and it didn't really do much. Still got a whole 2x8 showing, so that's 7.5 inches. Can't really tamp this edge until we get some stuff around the outside. Well, we got Thumper over here, knocking her down. Still really deep over here. That's 11, 12 inches right there. So, kind of sucks. I didn't plan on doing all this extra work, but that's what it is. We'll get it done. We got to keep moving. Alright guys, what we're doing right now is putting material around the outside of the building so that we can build the inside up. Because you can't just put gravel on the inside and tamp it. What it'll do is it'll blow your walls right out. That tamper will push them 6x6s right out if we don't build up the outside and tamp it tight so that there's pressure on both sides of the wall. Looks like none of this was compacted, so none of this higher stuff, so we got Thumper in here. We got a load of item 4, which is, I don't know, it's not the greatest. It's got some rocks in it, but we're working with it. So Biscuit's gonna finish tamping the outside, and then we're gonna move back in and try to dress that inside up and get it ready for tomorrow. We will pour this tomorrow, this barn. Tamping. It ain't working good with you tamping along the... Oh, I got stuff. I'm like, what's going on with the laser here? It's shaking the laser so bad. I wondered what was going on with it. So now, guys, we're able to tamp along the inside here, along the edge. They always settle around those posts. I'll put the gravel down, then I'll dig out the post, and then you have to pull in the post, and it'll always settle around them, so they always tamp it real good. So guys, that's what's left of that 10-wheeler that we just got. We're still low, right? Still low. Yeah. We're tamping it again and doing our lifts like we do, but this is not any good here. I didn't charge for this work, so it kind of sucks. The homeowner, he's not going to want to pay more. So it puts me in the middle, but we're going to get it done, but it just sucks. I think I'm going to have to go get material with my dump trailer now. We'll see. We're going to see. We'll scrape up what's left and see if we got enough in here. I'm glad it's a little tiny barn. Gone. Another lift. I think we got her now, guys. A lot more work. A lot more work than we thought, but we got her like we always do, huh? BJ's gonna tamp it. We'll give it one more check, and should be good for poly and wire. Morning, guys. We are back over here today at the red barn here. It's a little darker in there this morning because the sun's not up. So I don't know how good the video is gonna look, but we're gonna pour this bad boy out. This is what we do with our trowel sometimes, so that it's into the first load of concrete. We set it up here, strap it up like that, set it on a board, put a couple screws in there. We got our laser set up, and we got our height all set. This is calling for 15 yards, so we are gonna get ripping here in a few minutes. We're gonna wheel it. The door's not, you need a 14-foot door for a front loader truck. That's a 12-foot door, so not gonna quite make it. Stay tuned, we got the Brentwoods. We're gonna wheel this because you can't get in the door, no big deal. On a little barn like this. Injured, here come the mud. Looks like Ray Ray. Do you wanna try and pour it a little bit looser than yesterday? That's what I'm thinking. I think it finishes better, doesn't it? Because I added water 3 times yesterday. Morning, bud. What's happening? Move that tripod, will you, Jay? Probably you want a couple shoots on there? 1 or 2, or probably one shoot? Yeah, because we're kind of downhill here. All right, guys, here we go. We got Ray Ray.
Oh yeah, your truck goes down a little.
Yeah, we'll try it without it. 5.5, 6. All right, guys, first things first, we're gonna run a wet pad up the middle of this barn, right where that laser is. And then we're gonna fill in this section over here. Try to get over to the man door on the left there. And that's what we're gonna do. We do pull up the wire as we pour these barns. I'll maybe slow it down for you so you can see us do that. Ray Ray's mixing up out there. Stay tuned. Almost driving this barn. It's just a little bit too short. Let's see what it looks like. See how Ray Ray did on the swim.
15 yards?
This is 8, yeah, it's 15. Should be 8 and a 7. Oh yeah. I don't look too bad. That looks pretty nice for now. Got a stick right off the bat. That looks pretty good. Boy's holding up the wire right there. Oh yeah. Nice.
If you want it closer, let me know. That's good. I'm really gonna clean it up a little. Board close. It's like a half-inch high spot. So yeah, it's not happening. It's all in. It's going up and down. Yep. There you go. I'll do that.
Hey guys, Bondo here. So I'll try to tell you the story about this barn here. So this barn was a 30 by 30 barn, and it was 900 square feet. And I bid this barn at $6.50 a square foot because this customer, he was going back and forth with a couple other masons, and he could tell he was just looking for the best price. So I did that for him and gave him a really good deal on it. And I also put in the bid that we would do some fine grading, some light grading, and that would be included in the price of $650, which is ridiculously cheap. And I said we would also, if we needed to bring up to 5 yards of gravel, to fine tune it, we would do that and we'd take care of that part. So that's how I pretty much got the job, because I included that that grading, which some of the other masons didn't have that in their contract. So that's why he hired me. So we showed up, as you could see, and the barn was super, super low. We ended up putting a 10-wheeler and a half of gravel in there, and the 10-wheeler of gravel is about 15 yards, and then we had about probably 6 more. So we put all that material in there. We went around the outside of the building, as I showed you, like all the way around the outside of the building, because when they built the barn higher than the rough gravel pad that was in there. Some Amish guys built this barn, and they set the 2x8 skirt board, and they set it high. Well, that would give you a ton of gravel or a ton of concrete in there, and we didn't bid for that work. We bid to, as I said, pretty tight bid. So I ended up doing a lot of extra work. As you could see, we spent most of a day in there with the whacker 120 building up the grade. But I'll tell you more about it here on the next spot there.
Alright guys, so we got 15 and a half coming. I was thinking I ordered 15, but I did order 15 and a half, so it's gonna be really close. That was 8. I got 7 and a half coming, but we got this hole here, so maybe we'll have to get a little balance. Hope not, but good chance of it. Gonna be a good chance of it, guys. Looking good, boys, looking good. Yep. About out of road. Not on? Be close, guys. Gonna be close. Killing it, boys. Killing it. That's that. One truck down.
Look where the wire is, guys. Look. Yeah, we walked on it.
Alright, we gotta get Ray out of here. Jade's right there. It's clear.
Bring it, bud, bring it.
Stay tuned.
All right, here comes the mud. Jade's got our second truck.
7.5 yards, which I wish I ordered 8. I wish I ordered 8. We're gonna be really close on the yardage today, guys. We're real close to the plant, but Circle T, baby, taking care of us. Or, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how many miles from the plant, maybe 5, 10 at the most. Yeah. All right, we got her all mixed up. Add her right in. Let me move that. You got more room. Keep coming. Lots of room. That's good.
That front end will go all the way underneath. These
Yeah, I
go
know.
right up to the thing.
That's fine, ain't it? You got enough room, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to go a little further?
And give them a little more room.
I just didn't want to hit anything. Gave her a little drink, guys. I'm looking for a 6 on these. It's hot as heck in this barn. It's got a black roof on it. It gets really warm in here, so that's pretty nice mud, though. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice mud right there. I like that mud. PB&J, man. PB&J on the wheelbarrow. Yeah. That's a little nicer, huh? I got splattered at work today. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah, baby. There we go. Come on, Peach. Give her hell, Taco Bell. Atta boy. Atta boy. Look at that. You didn't even have that far to go. Now she's going to fill them all like that. I do like that mud. I do like that mud. All right, guys, back to the story here. So I finished up the job. I sent the customer a bill for $58.50, and I didn't charge him anything for the extra work we did. And when I showed up to get paid, well, I didn't hear from him for a couple weeks, so I reached back out to him and I asked him if we could square up, and he said, "Yeah, come on over." And I went over, and when I got there, we had a little disagreement. So he told me that I poured the floor too high in his barn, and he's acting like he wasn't really happy. And I said, no, we poured the barn floor right where the carpenters built the barn, which is to the top of the skirt board. And he said, well, now I got to build up the front of my driveway to get into my barn. I said, well, that's not really my fault. I didn't build the barn. I said, the Amish that built the barn set the door, right to the top of the skirt board. I said, that's where your man door is. I said, and your man door is where you pour the floor. And I'm trying to explain to him. And I said, furthermore, we did a ton of extra work that we really didn't, I'm not even charging you for that work. We put a whole 10-wheeler and a half of material in here, and we spent almost a whole day in there tamping it and getting it all ready. And so he hands me an envelope with some cash in it, and you could see he had $58.50 written on the envelope, and he crossed it off and put $5,600. So he had shorted me $250. And I asked him what he shorted me for. He said, because I didn't bring 5 yards of gravel like I had in the contract. I had put that I would bring up to 5 yards of gravel to fine tune the grade. And I said, but we put 21 yards of gravel in, but he bought the gravel, so he was trying to short me on that money, which I didn't think was fair. And I asked him again if he thinks that's fair, and he said that he would give me the $250, but he still didn't seem happy about that. But he went in the house, he got the $250, so I got my $58.50, but I got the impression he wasn't happy. And then I actually heard through the grapevine, because he was talking to some people I know that I'd poured concrete for before, and he said he wasn't happy because I messed his floor up and poured it too high. So that's the story, guys. Can't make this stuff up, but that's how it went. And I think we did a great job over here. We gave him a phenomenal price. It wasn't our fault that the barn was built too high. I actually think in the end it's good where his barn is built because the water's not going to run into it, because he had a big low spot there when I first looked at this area to put this barn. So the first guy put the rough gravel pad in. The Amish built the barn. They built it a little too high. It had to be built up. But we took care of it, and I think in the end, he's got a nice floor. He's just got to build his driveway up a little bit. But that's how it went, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And subscribe if you're not. I try to put out one video a week at least, but I gotten a little behind because we're so busy. But stay with me. I'll get it done for you. I'm happy to say we had enough mud. I actually put a little too much in there. Jay's cleaning up her truck, and she's gonna be out of here. We're getting a little rain right now, so we may have to put some plastic over the door. That's what we got, some plastic out here. Might have to build a little 2x4 thing to put the plastic over the door. It's probably not going to want to stay there very good. Alright guys, it's like 10 o'clock. It's drying pretty fast. Chris is just going to hit this. The doorway's done. We got paper here. And that's how we broom line the doorways. Just so they don't freeze. The door seal will be right here. This is outside, so we don't want it to freeze, so we always broom line them. Well, I don't think it's going to be long. This sucker's going to be done, but I got to run and work on another job. I'm just checking in on the boys. Dustin already run the edges on the sliders, and Chris is crawling it off, and we're going to be good to go here. We'll cut it tomorrow. Hey guys, I'm back over here. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'll show you what the floor looks like. He's getting his stuff in here. Looks like they're playing some hopscotch or whatever, but looking good. He's just gonna have to put an apron on here or build this front up. But that's the job right there. Looks nice.